Hey guys, Rasheed Phillips here, and today I've partnered up with my buddies over at Meater to bring you an amazing step-by-step guide on how to make a spatchcock smoked turkey. What spatchcock means? It is a really long way of saying cutting the bird open, taking the back out, and laying it flat. This does numerous things that I'll explain throughout the whole cooking process. Today we're gonna get started with a nicely freshly brined turkey. It's been brining for 3 days in various herbs and spices, and you'll find all of that out in the write-up below. This is my favorite way to make turkey because it not only makes it very tasty and delicious, but it also cuts the cooking time by about 1.5 to 2 hours. So yeah, so with the help of our Meater probe, we're gonna get started, track the entire cook, and make sure we do not overcook this bird. Let's get to it. So as I mentioned earlier, our brine has various herbs and spices in there. You may be able to see a little bit of them right now. We've got some fresh cut green onions, some celery stems and stalks. You guys know I hate wasting anything, so save those ends. They're great for charring and adding to your brines and to your stocks. We've got some red pepper flakes, we've got some fresh rosemary, we've got some lemon juice, some lime, some lemon zest. Also have garlic in here. I really love just getting creative with my brines. Got a few other little secret ingredients in there as well, but this is a solid brine and never lets me down, and you can use it on all levels of poultry. So I hope you guys will take the time to properly brine your chicken because it will help add additional moisture and a depth of flavor that's unmatched, especially when you're using it in a smoking style. All right guys, we're gonna remove our turkey from the brine, pat it down a little bit, and get the prep process started. Ooh. Perfect. All right guys, so we're going to start the process of spatchcocking our turkey. So what that means is we're basically going to remove the backbone from our turkey. Now, turkey bones are very dense, they're very hard. Make sure you have a nice, sharp knife, okay? And be very, very careful because you're gonna need some force when removing this. If you don't have a nice, sharp knife, try to get your hands on a pair of very nice quality cooking shears. That'll handle the job very easily. I don't have a set of those on hand, but I do have some amazingly sharp knives and feel very confident in my ability to do this without getting hurt. So let's get started. Make sure you're on a level, flat, steady surface. And I just like to trace and feel around. Now, when we do cut the backbone out, we're not getting rid of it. This thing is packed full of the brine juices. It's going on the smoker with everything else. Halfway through, if you wanted to, you could take it off the smoker, split it in half, and start making a gravy out of it. Whatever you want to do, but do not toss it away. Let's see here. Just had to flip the bird. Little cooking joke there. And I like to score down the back. Just so I have everything exposed. Know exactly where I need to go. Follow the ridges. Start at the top, apply a little pressure. Ooh. This ridges. Got it. Perfect. Just gonna rotate and repeat. And once more. See? Sharp knife, little pressure. Get those minor little tendons. And that's it. Backbone has been nicely removed. Like I said, we're not getting rid of this guy. Just gonna put it to the side for right now, but we are going to make sure we add it to the smoker with the rest of our turkey. Gobble, gobble. All right. Now you might see some of my brining bits still in here, some green onion. Not an issue if any of that stays in. And we just want to do one more cut right here. Nice little incision. There we go. You guys should hear that little pop. I don't know if you caught it. Let's see if we can get the back end to do it for you. Just flip our bird over. Almost sell it. So open it up. There. Apply a little pressure. Daft. This is a thick one. There we go. Down and there it is. It's like going to the chiropractor. Now we have our meat on one level cooking surface. There you go. One more. And we're good to go. Spatchcock turkey. Doesn't require a lot. Let's pat this down a little bit more here. Now this is going to have a lot of moisture. It should, because we've had it brining. That's perfectly fine. A lot of that's going to fall off during the cook because we have the smoker running at about 275 right now. We're going to be cooking between 275 to 300. Now, what I like to do may be a little different than most, but it's completely up to you. You can take all of these steps or just take one, whichever one seems best for you. No right or wrong way. You'll typically see people smear the inside with butter and it makes a huge mess and this or that. I've found that making a nice compound butter and then freezing it for a bit and then cutting it into slices and sliding it onto the skin is very helpful. You decide. So in order to prepare for that, I'm going to lift up the skin and separate it from the meat and do so carefully so that I'm not piercing the skin. There it is. Just lift. Just creating these little flavor pockets that I can use, dang it, there we go, to insert the butter. Once you get one pocket, you should be able to slide your hand in and begin to manually separate it. And that way you can avoid tears. There we go. See that? That's my hand in there. So just make one pocket and finagle and stretch and separate. And just pull it towards you. Almost like you're trying to de-skin the turkey. And just do this to both sides. Definitely helps if you do this with a set of gloves on. We've got all of this room here. You might even see an air pocket form. Perfectly fine. Got that set. Now we're gonna lay down a base layer of seasoning using our Good Feathers poultry rub on the interior of our turkey. Before we do that, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of our house mustard. This isn't your typical mustard. If you've ever come to one of my pop-ups, you've had it, and you know just how flavorful and rich it is. That's why I'm using this as an underlying layer inside the turkey, and I'll be doing it on the exterior as well. Exterior will be as a binder so that our Good Feathers rub can adhere to it. Interior, just to add a little bit of something extra to go along with our compound butter. One little pool. Spread that throughout. Okay. Now, let's pull back those seasoning pockets. Pour it right down in there. So before we finish off the exterior, let's go ahead and line the interior with our compound butter. Got some right here. Now it doesn't have to be frozen, but you just want it in the freezer so it tightens up just a bit. And our compound butter is very simple. We've got some lemon zest, some fresh chopped rosemary. We've got some freshly microplaned garlic in there as well, some salt, some lemon juice, along with some coarse black pepper. Okay, we're gonna insert into those air pockets that we created earlier by separating the skin from our turkey. I like to start all the way down and work my way back up. So I'm gonna go straight down to the thighs and to the legs, then work my way back up to the breasts. Just drop that in there. Once it's there, you can easily massage it around. A lot less mess. Snag it. Find that pocket, right in there, drop it, massage it around. Now we start working towards the breasts, massage it around. And as the turkey cooks and heats up, this of course will melt and add an additional layer of moisture and flavor to the turkey. There we go. Right up onto there, into the wing. Massage it a fair bit. Good deal. And you can even actually see where your compound butter spread is going. So that's a great little visual indicator as well. A little access right on top. Okay. Now let's finish off with the exterior, and then we have to insert our probes and set up the app. We can get on with our cook. Alrighty, let's massage this around. Nooks, crevices, and all that in between. Great. And be very generous with your rub. Get every nook, every cranny, every crevice. We want this flavor everywhere. Pull and stretch the skin out so you get those folds. There we are. Just make sure we season up our backbone here. Toss that on the smoker. And today we're actually going to be cooking on Phoebe, my custom built Shirley Fab. So we've got her fired up at about 275 right now. Now to get the rest of the bird on, we've got to insert our probe. And probe placement is very important during this cook. We're going to want to insert our meter probe into the breast of our turkey. All right, we have our probe properly inserted into the breast of our turkey. We're then going to get the turkey onto Phoebe, shut the doors, set up our app, and just wait to be notified that it's complete. Let's get to it. And on my rig on Phoebe, I'm actually going breast towards my hot spot. Top setup cook. We're dealing with poultry, turkey, whole, 165, start cook. Make sure you have your audio on your phone turned on. And now it's going to estimate the cook time, notify us whenever it's ready. It's just that simple. All right guys, so the Meater app has just notified me that it is time to remove our turkey from the smoker and allow it to rest. Gotta love technology. Let's get to it. The cook is done. It's very simple, as you saw. We are now going to allow our turkey to rest. Very, very important. We put a lot of flavor, a lot of juices, a lot of moisture. You saw us use that compound butter with our fresh rosemary, garlic, lemon, and so much more. We need to make sure that we don't let any of that flavor or juices run out. So letting it rest is gonna let those juices soak right back up into the turkey. So we've got a moist, delicious, flavorful bite each and every time. This is gonna make some bomb leftover sandwiches, if there are any leftovers. I hope you guys have enjoyed following along throughout this cooking process. It is very simple. You saw I use very minimal ingredients, and the entire write-up is below. For recipes like this and more, please visit Meater.com.